Oh, yes, it's a good idea. I want to believe that as we speak, most, if not all, parliamentarians are into one form of farming or the other. Myself, I have had several videos when I went to my farms. I'm into the process of establishing a palm plantation for about 126 acres.
Okay.
The government, in conjunction with Ibrahim Mahama, it's doing Volta Palm, and they want to promote the farming of palm or the plantation of palm in the whole of the Volta region. A lot of feasibility studies have been done, and it shows that we can do a lot more. So they are thinking of planting about 1 million acres of palm in the Volta region. I've enrolled onto that, and I'll be doing about 126 acres of the palm. I already have a farm of cassava, cowpea, and others. I already have a cashew farm in Kase, and so this idea of us planting, especially
Tree crops.
Tree crops, is a laudable idea, and I believe that if we as parliamentarians can take the lead, it will motivate a lot more of the people, especially the youth, who may not be gainfully employed in any of the government sectors, to also go into farming. If MPs can go and farm, it means that farming is something people should want to do. Long from school, farming has been denigrated to punishment. And so, growing up, you wouldn't want to be called a farmer. You would prefer to become an engineer, a lawyer, or any other thing but a farmer. But today, if you have MPs, President John Dramani Mahama himself is a big time farmer. He goes to his farm on holidays.
Except that for some of your colleagues, their concern is about the sourcing of land and ownership issues. If they plant some of these trees, do they become automatic owners even if they are not in office? And how do we get research to point to which crops would be suitable for which areas of Ghana or which particular constituencies? You share in those concerns?
So we have a soil map of Ghana.
Okay.
And the soil maps are supposed to denote which type of soils and which areas, which particular crops can do well in. And so with those soil maps, I believe that anybody who wants to do anything should be able to go to a particular area and plant same. And so as for ownership of land, fortunately, I am a land administrator. I have been a member of the Lands Commission Board. I'm a licensed land surveyor. I understand land management. So there are two things you could do. Depending on the type of agreement you put into place, you can have a sharing formula for the land you get from the owners, or you can decide to buy absolutely and do your farm. You have a tenure. If it is 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, you have that. That is why in the land law, it is inscribed that if you want to do commercial crop farming, you are supposed to be given about 50 years. Other crops you could do a year, you could do 2 years. If it's cassava, corn, or any other thing, you could do lesser years. So if you are going to tree planting, it means that we are going for the maximum, that is 50 years.
Okay.
So that once you put proper agreements into place, whether you are there or not there, it will work. But the only problem is that I'm not sure they would allow us to use our common fund to go into this fund. If we do that, then that becomes a property of the constituency, so that any other MP who takes over from you will manage. And I'm not sure this is to be done so that we will benefit directly, but to get employment for much more of our constituents. And so if it is for our constituent, whether you are there as an MP or not, your constituent should benefit.
What would you propose? Through common fund or MP's individual initiative?
Both.
Okay.
Both. So MP's own initiative, so that it can motivate other people to go into farming, so that then you can have something by the side. Then when you also do for the constituents using the common fund, whether you are there or not, it will generate income for the constituents so that they can use for...
But how will you manage this to prevent conflict of interest?
No, so the one that will be in my name as a person, I would have to employ people to manage for me.
Okay.
The one that will be in the name of the constituency, yes, we can get people employed to be paid by the income that will generate from the farm so that they can maintain it. So as and when you want to leave, another person replaces you and then runs for the constituency. Okay. But of course, so it should be in conjunction with the district assembly. The district assembly is always there. whether an MP, you are there as an MP or not, somebody else will be there as an MP, but the assembly continues to be there. So that the district assembly, of course, we have the agric departments in every assembly. So they are putting things together, they can run with supervision from the agric department, and the extension officers that we have, they can always take off it. And then when crops are harvested, of course, it will be an income for the assembly, which can be used for other projects as well. But for me, the most critical aspect is that we'll be employing most of our youth on this farm, so that at the end of the month, they also have something to feed on. That for me is the most important thing. So if you are able to employ about 100 farmers or workers in each constituency, multiplied by the 276, that's the number of people we are going to be employing on these farms, and it will take a lot more from the streets, and it will ease our burden of unemployment.
Thank you.
Thank you too.